This episode of Get Creative is brought to you by my new service, EnzoGoGo.com. Find the right person for the right job. All right, on with the show. Hello and welcome to the Get Creative Podcast, the podcast for creatives by creatives. I'm Evan Schmidt, and my guest today is Rocco Cozza. He's an entrepreneur, a father of three, and a strategic business visionary. All right, Rocco, thanks for coming on the show today. Tell me and the listeners a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Well, I like to explain myself as an entrepreneur that happens to practice law for a living. So I've been an attorney, a business attorney for about 13 years now, but that's not really where my true passion lies. I'm an entrepreneur by heart, so I own quite a few businesses in the Pittsburgh area, and I'm also a business and high performance coach. So I work with a lot of clients in helping them either be better entrepreneurs, help them start their business and get it to revenue quicker, or just help them be a better person and really pull out the best version of themselves. So that's my 30-second elevator pitch, I would say.
Well, great. So a very, very unique background. I don't meet too many lawyers in my normal life. So what's something valuable that you've learned?
I could say, there's a million things I can tell you, but I will tell you the one thing that I preach to my three kids, and I do have three kids. It's hard work trumps talent every day of the week. And what I mean by that is you can be the most talented, most intellectual person there is, but if you're not willing to work harder than everybody else, grind it out, give that 110%, you're never going to fully realize your potential. That is truly the essence of success in my mind. It's that ability to work when no one else is, to grind it out when everybody's sleeping, to stay in when people are partying, and just to put in that effort. And I'm 39 years old. It took me a while, till probably my early 30s, to really learn that. But the moment I realized that it's all about hard work is when my life really took off.
Nice. So while I'm thinking about it, happy Father's Day. It was yesterday. And so what are you working on now? What keeps you busy? I know there's a podcast.
Yeah, so I have a podcast. It's called the It's Work Podcast. I release it every Tuesday. It's about 10 to 12 minutes where it's really just business lessons and life lessons that I've learned, something that maybe came up over the week, something I want to talk about. I think last week I had my son on for a little bit longer one. I was interviewing him. He's 15, and kind of listening to some of the things that go through his head about life and how to be successful. So that's one thing. I'm involved with I actually became recently a partner in a social media and digital branding agency. So I've been getting involved in some strategic planning there, rebranding my website. It's going to be roccocozza.com. That's where you can find my podcast, my videos, to contact me for coaching. I'm actually in the process of also writing a book, which I'm planning to release hopefully by the end of September. And it's called Be an Alpha. And it's a book about, I created a course on Udemy about being an alpha. And when I say alpha, it's not about, the pop culture term of alpha, that alpha male. Alpha stands for accountability, leadership, passion, hard work, and attitude. So the book is really, those are the 5 principles I found in life that have made me the most successful I could be. So I'm writing a book based upon those principles. So those are really the big projects I'm working on right now outside of my day-to-day law practice, consulting practice, and everything else I do.
Oh man, how do you keep it all? How do you do it all?
I love daily planners, and I've learned over the years, and I guess it could be a second lesson, to be very efficient with my time.
Yes.
I delegate. If I could pay somebody to do something for me that's cheaper than my hourly rate, I do it. And I just manage I hate to say time management, I call it energy management. I manage my energy very well through the day. So I know when I'm productive and when I'm creative and when I just need to do menial tasks. And I've worked that system to where I can get the most done in a day, more so than most people I know.
Wow. That's awesome. You've given me so much to think about. Say where people can find you again.
So in case they missed it. Yeah, you can just go to roccocozza.com. It's ROCCOCOZ as in zebra, Z as in zebra A.com. All one word. It's actually my new site. It's actually, by the time this podcast airs, it'll be released. But I totally redesigned it, rebranded it. That's where you can find pretty much everything you need to find out about me.
Well, Rocco, thanks for giving me your time today. And again, happy Father's Day and coming on the show and getting creative with me.
It's a pleasure, and I'm happy to be here, man.
That's it for another episode of Get Creative. You can find more information about my guest in the show notes. Be sure to subscribe so that you get the next episode in your sleep. And please give the show a review. For more information about me, go to evanschmidt.com, follow me on Twitter and LinkedIn, and watch my vlog on YouTube where I share lessons that I've learned. Thank you for listening. Now go get creative.